What's up, y'all? It's your girl HeyParis here, and if you follow me on TikTok, then you already heard the story. You already know what happened. And honestly, I thought it was pointless to come on YouTube and tell it in a longer version because, like, if you want to hear it in 3 minutes, you could just hop on TikTok. But a lot of you guys were requesting a longer version, so here it is. That video got over, hold up, let me check. That video got over 852,000 views on TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, what is you doing? What? I don't understand. I need to charge my phone. Yeah, hold on, 10%. The title of this video is not even what I'm talking about. I just didn't have space to write the entire title of this video. If I could, it would be story time. My husband's ex-girlfriend is getting married to my ex-boyfriend. I didn't have all the space for that, so it is what it is. I don't even know what I'm gonna name it yet, but I know I don't got space for all that. And it sounds messy, it sounds like drama, but I promise you, it's not. It's really not. And I'm kind of happy that I have the opportunity to tell the story in its entirety because a lot of people on TikTok that don't know me got a lot of chit-chat to do, and y'all know the whole story. So now's the time for me to tell the whole entire story so y'all really get it. Because it's not messy, it's not drama. It's actually a very lovely ending. And I wish I could have got some insight about this situation, some advice, a little heads up, and I could have if I hopped on Keen. Which brings us to today's sponsor. Keen connects you to talented tarot readers and astrologers, and I've talked about them before in the past, and I myself am actually a repeated customer for Keen. The readings I get always amaze me because as my life goes on, I start to see the things that my spiritual guide mentioned, what they told me to look out for, and every time these amazing things happen in my life, I immediately click back to Keen. I like to ask questions about my career, about my family, about my life, about my businesses, and a lot of the advice that I get has made these hard life decisions a lot easier. Fun fact, the reason I even launched my perfume with Rebel was because one of my advisors told me that that was going to open a lot of doors for me. And although I don't want to tell you guys everything behind the scenes, I've been busy for a reason. And my advisor has been there with me almost every step of the way. So if you want to get a reading like I did on Keen, it's super easy to start. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers online right now. These readers all have their own unique specialties designed to provide a deeper understanding for your situation. So whether it's about your love life, like is he cheating on you? Should you leave him? Should you work it out? Or maybe is this job for me? Is this the career that I should be sticking with? Am I on the right path? No matter what the question or situation is, Keen has a reader ready to provide clarity and insight on your situation. So you could choose whichever reader you think suits your needs the best, and you'll be able to choose between if you want to call them on the phone or if you want to text them. I personally like texting better. That's just me though. And as a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 10 minutes talking to a reader for only $1.99, which is up to $99 in savings. So go to trykeen.com/HeyParis or click the link in the description box down below to save big on your first reading. And thank you, Keen, for sponsoring today's story time. Okay, let's get straight to it because I don't want to be here too long. I'll be real honest with you guys. I already told a story on TikTok. I'm just giving you guys background details right here, right now. This is gonna be like 3 story times in one video, and I'm trying to make it less than 15 minutes. Let's get it, let's go. So you heard me right. My husband's ex-girlfriend is getting married to my ex-boyfriend, and we are invited to the wedding. That's what the title of the video would have been. I forgot the we are invited to the wedding portion of the title, but yeah. So boom, back in the day, I had a I want to say a boyfriend, okay? I had a boyfriend when I was younger, but it was one of those relationships where, like, you know, yeah, you asked me to be your girlfriend or whatever, but it's not really that. Like, we're young, we're dumb, we don't know what we want, we can barely go out, we can't leave the house without asking our parents. Like, it was one of those relationships. No kissing, no hugging, no hand holding, no nothing. We would usually meet up at the movie theater, watch a movie. He dropped me at the bus stop, I'd go home, we talk on the phone a little. No, I love you, no nothing, no butterflies. Like, it was non-chemistrophical. You know what I mean? There was no chemistry there, but we were young and we were fiending for attention. We were fiending for a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a relationship, trying to like fit in with the rest of our friends to be able to be like, oh, I have a boyfriend, I have a girl. It was one of those, okay? So that's why I call him my boyfriend. But at the end of the day, I called him my boyfriend and he called me his girlfriend, so we were technically in a relationship. But you know, we only dated for a couple of weeks, and honestly, I don't know what it was, but we could barely see each other. And after a while, we were just like, yeah, this is not gonna work. What is the point of us being together if we don't get to see each other often? Like, I never went to his house, he never went to my house, we never chilled outside of the movie theater. It was just one of those. So after, I want to say like maybe a month, so a few weeks, we ended things on a good note. There was no problems, there was no issues. He was a good guy, he was very nice, very friendly, very welcoming, made me feel comfortable. But it was definitely a friendship thing. Like, in my heart of hearts, I was like, we should have never dated, we should have just stayed friends. You would have been a great friend to me. But obviously, once you date someone, it's kind of hard to go back, you know what I mean? Even if it's a weird, little awkward, stupid relationship. But things ended off on a really good note. No one was mad at each other, there was no fight, no bickering, no back and forth. It wasn't a bad breakup. It was just like, I don't think we're gonna work out. And it's like, yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, it was nice spending time with you.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Like, it was one of those. My husband and his ex-girlfriend, they were going out for not a long time, but longer than me and my ex-boyfriend. So I think he told me like 5-6 months they were together. And their relationship was a little bit more serious, but at the same time, they were young. So it's, again, nothing too serious. All this happened like high school days, like when we were in high school. And me and Cam didn't go to the same high school, and I also never dated anyone from my school. I don't know why I had to put that out there, but I just did. From what him and her tell me, things were cool, things were chill. I can't really talk or speak for them because I was not in that relationship. It was him and her that were together. But from what they say, everything was good, everything was great, and it was just a normal, regular high school relationship type deal. Nothing too serious. And they ended up breaking up because her dad found out that she was dating Cameron, and yeah, she wasn't allowed to date. So he had to go, she had to go. They went their separate ways and never looked back. Okay, so now how my husband knows my ex is pretty simple. They used to work together when they were younger, but when they worked together, I didn't date either of them. I didn't know Cameron existed, and I was not dating that guy at that time. And they worked together for like a year or a little less than a year. And then a few years later, they started playing basketball together. Mind you, it's basketball. They're not on the court like, yo bro, so who did you date, bro? Like, yo, Brody, yo, like, it's not one, like, what are you talking about? They're just playing basketball together. So obviously they wouldn't know that they both dated me. And at work, when they worked together, I didn't know either of them. So, and they still actively play basketball together. So their relationship is an acquaintance type situation, but at the same time, they see each other very often because they both play basketball very often. But it's not one of those friendships or acquaintanceships where like they go out to eat, or he's invited to our barbecues, or like they have each other's number, or they're following each other on Instagram. Like, it's not that type of situation. It's one of those ones where it's like you see him at the mall and you'll dap him, or you'll drive by him and you'll bump, like, you're just like, hey, what's up? But nothing more than that. Now, how me, listen, this is a whole story time within itself. Like, crazy. With me now, how I know his ex, I'm just letting you guys know how we're all connected right here, right now, okay? Because Cam and my ex know each other, and then I know his ex and his, it's very intersectional, okay? So how I know his ex now is a story. I'm gonna try to break it down. I'm gonna try my best to break it down for y'all, okay? I went to this party, okay, with the one and only Gemini, okay? Y'all know Gemini, right? If you don't, you gotta go back to my videos and figure that out. I went to a party with Gemini and another girl, and it was a party in Richmond Hill. A lot of y'all listening to me saying this and you're like, what are you talking about? Where's Richmond Hill? Like, we don't know what you're talking about. Richmond Hill is like over an hour drive from Scarborough, where I used to live. So I was very far away from home. And I went to this party with Gemini and another girl. I'm not even gonna call them my friends because friends would never do this to you. We get to the party, and at the time, Gemini was with this guy, and he was at the party. She didn't tell us he was gonna be at the party. We didn't know he was gonna be at the party, but he was there. Within like 15 minutes of us getting to the party, Gemini's like, peace out, y'all. I'm leaving with my boyfriend. y'all have a good time. And it was weird to me because the other girl that we went with who was driving, who brought us to the party, I knew her, but I didn't know her that well. She was more Gemini's friend than my friend. So in my head, I was like, why would you leave me at this party with basically your friend and leave with your boyfriend? Why would you leave me here like that? Like, why would you even ask me to come here if you're gonna leave the party 15 minutes after we get here? It doesn't make any sense. So at this point, I'm feeling awkward because it's like, yeah, I could talk to this girl who's supposed to drive me home, but it's just really awkward. Like, I don't know what to say to you. You know what I mean? Imagine yourself in that situation. It's like, yeah, so what's up, girl? So I'm like, let me just drink and try to have a good time. Just me and this girl who I barely know, but I gotta stick by her because she's my ride home. I am very far away from home. So we're drinking, having a good time, whatever. I'm like, hold up, girl, I need to use the washroom. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I go take a tinkle, come out the shower. The shower? The shower? You taking a shower at the party? Hold up, let me have a conversation with this girl right here. You taking a shower at the party? What do you mean shower? What shower? How do you even make that mistake? I come off the toilet and I go back into the party and I cannot find this girl anywhere. She is nowhere to be found. No, I cannot find her. Where is she? I don't know where she is, but she's gone. And I'm at this party by myself. Me, myself, and I is all I got in the end, is what I found out. Because I didn't know nobody else in that party. Not one person else at that party did I know. And I was mainly there for Gemini because Gemini was saying, yo, this is gonna be a bumping ass party, like we gonna have fun, bumping, whatever. And she left within 15 minutes to go do whatever she gotta do with her man. Like, bitches is weird. Bitches is weird, I'm telling you. Anyways, so the girl who drove me there is nowhere to be found, and I'm walking up and down the party, can't find her anywhere. I went upstairs. You're not even allowed upstairs. I'm thinking to myself, hey, listen, she might have to get her rocks off or something. I don't know. Let me go upstairs, see if she's upstairs. I try to go up the stairs. The owner of the house is like, what is you doing? I said, I'm trying to find this girl. She ain't even my, I can't even call her my friend. I'm trying to find this girl who's supposed to bring me home. She's nowhere to be found. Owner said, get back downstairs. So I went downstairs. I put my shoes on. I went outside to where her car was at. Gone. Her car is gone. I don't have her number. I called Gemini. Yo, Gemini, your friend who's supposed to bring me home, she gone. Like, you guys both left me here at this party in Richmond Hill. How am I getting home? I don't understand. And Gemini want to say, who said she was bringing you home? You're gonna bring me to a party. Listen, we all live in Scarborough. You're gonna bring me to a party in Richmond Hill, a party that you begged me to go to in Richmond Hill. You hearing this? You gonna beg me to go to a party in Richmond Hill, leave me, your friend leaves me, and then you're gonna ask me who told you she was bringing. How else was I supposed to get home? Because back in these days, Uber wasn't even invented. So I'm not like, do you understand my frustrations and my confusion right here? That doesn't make sense. We all went to the party together. I would think that because we all live in Scarborough, we're all gonna go home together as well. I don't even think that was how is that even a question? I don't get it. So I'm on the phone with Gemini. I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to go home? How am I supposed to get home? I don't know if she was drunk or what, but she was like, figure it out. And I was like, wow, and that's somebody I call my friend. That's crazy. But my dumb, stupid ass, obviously I continued being her friend for many, many years after that. But that should have been the cutoff. That should have been the say all, done all, did all, dead all, okay? But again, young and dumb. So we continue being friends after that. But anyways, if I could talk to my younger self, I would put so much love and energy into my younger self and say, you don't need any of these stupid, broke, dumb, ugly, like, you don't need them. You don't. Because none of y'all in my life right now, I could have done way better without y'all back then, for real. Could have been using my time doing something. Anyways, that's a whole nother ramble situation and video, okay? Anywho, I'm getting mad all over again, and that was decades ago. Like, so long ago. See, this is the reason God gave me a daughter, because I'm gonna teach her about self-love and how to listen. I'm gonna keep rambling if I keep going, but anywho, bitches is crazy. So anyways, I go back into the house to try and figure out what I'm gonna do. Cell phone is on like 2% battery, so my phone is about to die, and I am way too shy and socially awkward to ask anyone if they have a charger, so my phone just gonna die. At this point, I'm tipsy, my phone's about to die, I don't have a ride home, I'm all the way in Richmond Hill, so yeah, I'm crying. I'm crying in the club. It's not a club, it's a house party, but I'm just say crying in the club because I love me some Division. No crying in the club. Y'all probably don't know that song. Anyways, I'm at the side of the staircase, literally tears running down my face. My Maybelline mascara running. And one thing about Maybelline mascara is when that bitch runs, you are now giving goth. So I'm looking crazy. People are just walking by me. I see little girls laughing and shit at me. Y'all don't even know what happened. Like, what if my dog had died? Like, you don't even know what I'm crying for. Anyways, people walking by me, looking at me, laughing, giggling. Some people stop and say, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But like, I'm obviously crying, so no, I'm not. But they just keep walking. They didn't care. This one girl came up to me and she was like, what's wrong? Like, are you okay? She's by herself. She's not with any friends or anyone. She's like, are you okay? What's wrong? Like, whatever. And I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay. And she's like, no, you're not okay. What's up? Like, talk to me. And you know when you're crying and someone asks you if you're okay, but like you could tell that they actually care, it makes you cry even more. That's what happened. So now I'm, my friends, they left me. Oh, my friends are going with her boyfriend and I'm just here living Scarborough. Like literally cry doing the most. And she put her hand around me, she gave me a hug, and I was like, I needed that. Like I really, really needed that hug. But that hug ain't gonna bring me home, so regardless, I needed the hug and it felt good. Me and her, we were talking for like maybe 3 minutes and she was like, I'm headed home. I'm not sure where you live. If you live in the East, then maybe I could drop you closer to your house. I told her, I'm like, I live at Markham and Eglinton in Scarborough. She was like, I live at Markham and Ellesmere in Scarborough. So like, let me drop you home. Like, that's no big deal. No, like, there's no need to cry anymore. Like, I'll bring you home. It's not a problem. And at that moment, I was like, who is this angel? Like, why would God do this to me? Why would you bless me like this, dear Lord? Like, thank you so much. I remember like praying to God because in my head I was stuck in Richmond Hill for the rest of my life. There was absolutely no way I was getting home. At that age, I didn't have any problem solving skills. So in my head, I'm now a homeless person in Richmond Hill and my mom is gonna beat my ass when I finally get home 4 years later from walking from Richmond Hill to Scarborough because there's no other way of me getting home, especially with a dead phone. So my life was over in my head. So she offers to bring me home and I'm like, okay, like, of course, thank you so much. She's like, I'm leaving right now. Like, put your shoes on, let's go. I was like, shoes already on, let's dip. So we're in the car and we're talking. I'm just venting to her about my friends, or my friend. I don't really know the other girl, but my friend. And she was like, you deserve better. Like, I know girls like that. We're just chit-chatting, having like a real moment. And she immediately felt like someone I knew for a very long time, even though I met her for the first time ever that night. But I felt so comfortable and so willing to like open up to her and I didn't feel judged, and that stuck with me. So when she dropped me home, I'm like, I need your number. Give me your number. Give me your Instagram. Like, we have to stay connected. You can't do such a great thing for me and save my life in my head and we don't talk after this, you know what I mean? So she gave me her number, gave me her Instagram, I added her on Instagram, and for like the first couple of months, it was just an Instagram thing. You know when you meet someone in public and you switch Instagrams and you just like each other's posts and leave little comments and stuff like that? It was like that for a while. And then one day she asked me, hey, you wanna go out for lunch? I was like, yeah. And we go out for lunch, and then sometimes we go out for dinner, sometimes we go to the mall and go shopping together. And it wasn't consistent. It wasn't like we would chill so often that I would call her a close friend, but I considered her a friend. I considered her my friend. We would hang out like maybe once every 2 months, but I still considered her my friend because every time we linked up, it was like my childhood friend that I haven't seen for a very, very long time. But more than anything, we were like online Instagram friends, even though we lived really, really close to each other. It was always fun linking up with her, going to the mall with her, eating with her, chatting, all that. She was like my first ever girl date, like the first person, even out of all my friends that I knew forever, that I would go out to eat and like sit down and just talk with, if that makes sense. And if you didn't know yet, that was Cameron's ex-girlfriend. That girl that I just described and told you, that angel from the heavens above, that was Cameron's ex-girlfriend. The nicest, sweetest, most genuine, honest person in the world. I wish her nothing but love, greatness, happiness, wealth, everything in the world. She's amazing. And I don't say that about a lot of people. So the fact that I'm saying that about my husband's ex-girlfriend lets you know that she's a really, really good person. Because it's my husband's ex-girlfriend. If anything, I would be talking that shit. But they ain't no shit to talk about, okay? Around the time me and Cameron started dating now, she disappeared. Like, she was gone. Completely off the internet. Could not find her Instagram. She was not posting anymore. I would search her username. Nothing was popping up. I don't know. So I ended up texting her. I was like, hey, how are you? She's like, I just need a break, you know, get getting off socials right now. I'm going through a lot. I'm not gonna go into details, but like she just needed a break, you know what I mean? So I was like, I respect that, cool, whatever. We texted for like, I wanna say a month or two, and then I texted her one day and my message wasn't going through. I called her, it said this number is not in service. I was like, damn. She left social media and she changed the damn number. Gone. Lost all contact with this girl. Complete contact. Could not find her for the life of me. I don't know where she lives. We never met up at her house or her building or anywhere near her area. We always met up at the mall or at a restaurant. So it's not like I could just pull up at her house and be like, what's up? What's going on? It wasn't one of those. So boom, gone. At this point, Cameron and my ex are still playing ball together and I have lost all contact with his ex. Cannot find the girl, but actively looking, literally Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just searching her first and last name, searching what her username used to be, can't find her. And just a little background for those of you who may not know, me and Cameron have been together for 11 years. So this should tell you how long ago these relationships were. I've been married to Cameron for what, 4 years? And I dated him for a long ass time. And throughout me and Cameron's relationships, we don't talk about what is there to talk about with our exes? Like unless I'm saying something negative, like I'm talking about a negative story, like the fact that my ex-boyfriend tried to kill me, like that's the only time that an ex is gonna come up if I'm talking about a bad breakup. When he talks about his exes, he doesn't really have much to say, honestly. And I don't really have much to ask. I don't care. Your exes are your exes. What that got to do with me? That ain't got shit to do with me. So these two particular exes that I'm talking about, they never got brought up because there's nothing negative to say about them. The guy that I dated, my ex-boyfriend, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything bad. We were barely dating. It was nothing serious to talk about. And with this ex and Cameron, again, nothing bad happened between them. There's nothing to talk about. They never got brought up. Okay, so fast forward. Wait. Before we fast forward. At this point, I have not heard from Cameron's ex-girlfriend in, I want to say, yo, years and like years and years. The way I looked when me and her used to chill, and now two completely different people, like years and years and years. I need to tie this. This don't look cute. Hold up, y'all. It's gonna bother me when I go back to edit this video. There you go. All right. But Cameron and my ex-boyfriend play ball together, but they don't know, like Cameron doesn't know that I dated him, and he doesn't know that I'm Cameron's wife because they're not close like that. They're boys, but they're not boys, you know? Anywho, fast forward to a few months ago, me and Cameron are walking in Yorkdale Mall, okay? And I'm walking past the Foot Locker and I see this girl looking at me, and she's like, looking at me like that at first. And I'm like, in my head, yes? Can I help? Like, who's this? But as I'm saying to myself, who is this? I'm like, I know you. I know this, like I know this girl from somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I know you. I know that I know you. I know that you know that I know you. I know that you know that I know that you know me. But from where? So at this point, honestly, in my head, I'm like, do I have beef with this girl? Like, is this one of them bitches? Like, what's up? Like, what's good? Like, my face is not giving friendly. And all of a sudden, her face is giving friendly. Her face is giving, hello, hey, how, like, what's up, girl? Like, she's smiling ear to ear. So I said, okay, hold up. We don't got beef. Let me give you a little smirk. Let me give you a little, you know what I mean? And we're smiling at each other, and I'm about to walk past her because I'm like, I can't say hi to you because I'm not sure who you are right now. You look very familiar and your energy is giving graceful, beautiful, and I know you from somewhere, but I don't want to go up to you and I don't know you. I don't want to embarrass myself. And then she says, Paris. And her voice is very, very distinctive. So when she said Paris, I said, bitch. I'm like, bitch, I've been looking for you forever. It's Cameron's ex. I'm like, I've been looking for you forever. Oh my gosh. Gave her a big hug. Cameron's behind me at this point. I gave her a big hug. You know those hugs that like, you're so happy to see someone, you just gotta rock them back and forth like this. You gotta get them one of these. It was one of those hugs. It was very serious. I was ecstatic when I realized it was her. She looks completely different, just like how I look completely different. So it was very hard to realize that it was her until I heard that voice. So we're rocking back and forth, you know what I mean? And obviously her head is here because we're hugging. And she says, Cam? So I pushed her back. I said, how you know my husband? I looked at Cameron. I said, how you know her? I need what's going on? What do you mean Cam? Which Cam? You must be talking about the camera because you can't be talking about my Cam. Where do you know this hoe from? Where do you know her from? And Cam was looking at me like, no, where do you know her from? Why are you hugging her? What's going on, right? Like, what's up? And she says, oh, me and Cam used to date back in the day, like when we were really, really young. How are you guys? Are you guys dating? I said, bitch, this my husband. I gotta look up because Cameron real tall. I said, bitch, this my husband. What you dating? We married. what do you mean? And she was like, no way, there's no way you guys are married. I said, yes, we are very much married, just had a baby. And all three of us started catching up, and it's good vibes all over. I'm not getting no vibes from her like, oh, I had your man, or oh, I could take your man. Like, it was nothing like that. Just pure good vibes, good energy, okay? And as we're talking, I hear, yo, Cam. And I'm like, who that is? I look over, it's my ex-boyfriend.
Huh?
I'm like, what is he doing here? This is so weird how this is Cameron's ex and my ex-boyfriend is walking out of Foot Locker right now. Like, I'm very confused, but I'm not putting nothing together at this point. So Cam goes up to him and dabs him, and Cam's ex says, oh my gosh, Cam, you know my fiance? I said, you're for who? You're for who? Your fiance? I said, your fiance is my ex-boyfriend, but you're my husband's ex-girlfriend. What? Like, confusion. The echo that echoed throughout Yorkdale Mall when I said what after she announced him as a fiance. I said, this is the most, like, what kind of show is this? How is this? How does this coincidence happen? How do two exes get together and get married? Like, what? Where have you ever heard that from? Nickelodeon? Is this Hannah Montana? Like, what? So she's like, your ex-boyfriend? I'm like, yeah, we dated when we were very, very young. Nothing serious, but I used to call him my boyfriend. So all four of us start talking, and we're talking for like an hour about everything. We're trying to connect the dots. Cam and her talk about their relationship. Me and him talk about our relationship. We're talking about our marriage and our child. They're talking about their engagement and their wedding. And then all of a sudden she says, you guys should come to our wedding. It's in April. And I looked at him because at first I was like, I don't know. In my head, I was like, is he comfortable with me being there? Obviously, she's comfortable with Cam being there because she's the one who said it, you know what I mean? But he didn't really say anything. So I was looking at him like if it's okay with him, like, I'll go. You go, Cam? I'll go. I'm always down for a wedding. Listen, especially if there's an open bar, I'm there. So I don't care whose wedding it is, invite me. I'm coming. I'm being so serious. If you live in Toronto and you're having a wedding, invite me. I will be there. I love a wedding. Trust me, I love a wedding. So I looked at him and he was like, yeah, you guys should come. That'd be cool. And he's talking to Cameron about who he would seat with Cameron and me. And it was just all good vibes. Like, it was such a great conversation, and we were talking for so long we didn't realize how long we were talking to each other for. Literally an hour in the mall standing up. Who stands up for an hour? I usually don't. I usually do not. We're showing them pictures of our daughter. They were excited for us. We were excited for them getting married, and yes, we're definitely 100% going to the wedding. We will be there. Help them celebrate. And by the way, I was just sitting down and thinking, I'm like, this TikTok that I did done blew up, right? Like, how dare I take their special moment, the fact that they're getting married, and blow it up on TikTok? And it's not even about them. It's about the situation. Like, I don't like that. That's just me. Like, I'm sitting here like 800,000 people and nobody's really talking about the fact that they're getting married, like their accomplishments, their love, you know what I mean? I didn't like that. So obviously I'm gonna monetize this video, and any money I get from this video is going straight into their pockets for their monetary gift for their wedding. That's just what it is. I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take the check from the sponsorship, because there's a sponsorship in this video. That check's mine. But the monetization for this video is theirs, 100%. There's no way I could sit here on YouTube talking about this when this entire situation has to do with their wedding. And it's like, what do they get from it? Nothing? No, y'all are gonna get all the monetization revenue from this video, 100%. They deserve it. They're great people, amazing, amazing people, and a beautiful couple. They are meant for each other. So I'm very, very happy for them, and I'm very, very excited to be celebrating and going to their wedding. We're only going to the reception because they're doing what I did for my wedding, which is a small ceremony and a big reception. So we're invited to the party. And if you want to help me figure out what to wear, go on my TikTok. I have a video showing different dresses that I want to wear for the wedding. Help me figure it out. And yes, the dresses are a little bit small. I could pick a bigger size. I'm talking about the design. I'm not talking about the size, okay? A lot of people chit chat. Listen, one thing I hate, I'm just gonna ramble a little bit. One thing I hate about going viral on TikTok is that, like, people come out the woodworks talking about their assholes. And I would really beat your ass if I could virtually, but I can't. So I'm gonna just sit here and be mad. Like, no, I don't like going viral on TikTok. I'm gonna be real honest with you. And that sounds crazy, but anyone who has gone viral, because it's very easy to go viral on TikTok, knows that it's really not a vibe. It's not the move. It's not it. It's really not. Like, the numbers may look good, but the comments stank. Like, for real. You could go viral for giving someone $1 million. Someone is gonna have something bad to say, always. Anywho, I hope that clears up any questions y'all might have had from the TikTok video. And again, if you didn't see the TikTok video, that means you're not following me on TikTok. So go ahead and follow me on TikTok. Like right now, pause the video, okay? Just hold your horses, get your phone, go on TikTok, search HeyParis, click follow, and you will find $100 on the ground sometime this week, guaranteed. If it doesn't happen, it's because you didn't click follow quick enough. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, TikTok, Instagram, both my TikToks, both my Instagrams. What other socials do I use? I'm not really on Twitter that much. Twitter is the devil's app. But all my socials are in the description box down below for your convenience. Follow me on there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm about to change. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all right here. I'm about to change my outfit and record another video because my makeup looks fantastic. So I ain't gonna waste it. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days or so, something like that. Bye.